Hey, today I thought about doing another training update. I think like in about a month or a little bit more I have not done one. I remember I said that I was going to do to change my training from like a weekly cycle to a 2-week cycle, and I think I have finished the first one. But right now, this week, it would have been the second week of my 4th cycle, so 8 weeks, except that I made a little change. And to summarize, my first 2-week cycle, I did 112.35k and ended with a 27k. My second cycle, I did 116.93k and ended with a 28k race, a 28k long run. And my third cycle, I did 112.83k, ended with a 29k long run. Then, because the next cycle I was going to do it like a 3-week cycle, and I was going to, well, for now still I'm going to end it with one of my virtual races that I signed up to, except that I'm not 100% sure because I got injured a little bit. I don't know what happened, and it has happened before that one day I'm running and my knee starts to hurt. It's probably just swelling. So it started like at the beginning of last week, and I like rested a little but still kept training, and it like kinda got better, except that on this Monday, exactly a week after it started hurting, it felt okay, but after like 8Ks I had to do 12K, like 12 easy, but by the 8K it started hurting a lot. I still had to come back to my house, so I did 2 more K, but since then it hasn't stopped hurting, so I decided to stop training completely until I get better, because I believe it's mostly what I need. I will be resting, I will be icing, and I will be compressing my knee for a few days. I think that's what usually works. So my last week training changed a little bit, but this week training is like almost completely off, except that this Sunday, tomorrow for you if you're watching this video when it comes out, that is August 30th, I have my Dynavax Hollywood 5K virtual race. So I'll be resting my knee for like 3 days. I'll stretch also a little bit and stuff for like 3 or 4 days, and I hope that I can complete that 5K. I hope that I can do it well, or if I can just at least finish it without hurting too much, that would be great. But then 1 week after that, it was supposed to be my virtual race, and one reason I'm not sure I'm going to do it that day is because I'm injured and it's going to be a very long run, and the other reason is because my race package has not arrived yet. I hope that next week it arrives before Sunday, but I don't really know. And I'll do a video for that, as I've told you like many times about that virtual race. So that's it. Like, it has been going very well. In these 2-week cycles, I had a few like resting long runs, well, like 12K, 13K, even 14K. I had intervals, cross training, I had some hills, tempo running, everything. So and a day of resting that I did like maybe yoga or like stretching. So they were going pretty well until now. And I don't know, if I get better this week and I can continue running next week and do my 2 virtual races, I will maybe stop a little bit again, because more or less a month later I have another virtual race, a virtual race that I chose, the one that I talked about last video or 2 videos ago, about like a 10 miler. and I'm very excited about that one. I'm going to do that mid-October maybe. So I'll, after doing my two virtual races, I'll just look for like a plan to do that race as best as I can, because I want to do like a really good time in a 10-miler. But really, that's it. I don't really know. I'll like what I will be doing. Probably just a version of what I've been doing, because I like the 2-week cycle. I've heard about 10-day cycles that they are really good instead of 1-week cycles. I don't know. I'll do some research and talk about it, and maybe try it after my first 2 virtual races, of course. And that's it. I hope I get well as soon as possible, so I can go back to my regular training. But on the other hand, it's great to rest a little bit, because I almost never rest. I don't really have resting days. So it's great that I can take like 2 or 3 days to rest a little bit. Also, finally, one of the races that I had registered for, that was supposed to take place in May, an ESPN 21K. After asking and asking, they finally told me, they finally answered customer service, and they told me that the rest is still on. Like, of course it didn't happen because it's not May anymore, but it's supposed to take place sometime in the near future. And if it doesn't, I can just change my registration to another race if that's what I want, because I think that you cannot like get your money back, but that's okay. Also, even they didn't tell me anything concrete. They answered me from the half marathon, and they told me that soon they will announce how we can get this year's medal, because as I said before, the full marathon medal you will be able to get if you run the next race. You will get 2 medals, but nobody registered for the half yet. Nobody had a chance to do it, so we didn't know what was going on, but they will announce it soon apparently. And now that is it. Thank you very much.